Welcome back, everyone, to another episode of Timberborn with me, Dr. Munchkin. In fact, this is probably going to be the final episode of Season 3. Last time, if you've been following along, we actually completed our Mega Dam project here and actually gave life to the wasteland of the Iron Bean District. We are finishing up the Earth Recultivator. As we work through that process, we are running into a wood issue once again. We will hopefully get some more wood from this area, and you're sitting on your bum because we didn't cut those trees down. So cut those down. Other than that, water production is perfectly fine here. We have over 12,000 water with, we have 5 pumps. We added that one at the end of last episode as well. But yeah, we're looking to maybe make this a little bit greener for us, and how I'm thinking about doing that is if I add up to here like this, we can do a little bit of that. And so this is going to allow us to green up because I'm going to fill this thing with water. It's going to be glorious. So what we'll want to do is get a bit of a fluid dump. How about that? A double one, because it is such a big piece. We do have water, and do a little bit of that. And we'll go ahead and add a zip line up here as well, and connect you over to here. I know that we have a wood issue right now, but the Earth Recultivator does not require wood. It only requires gears and treated planks, which we should be producing with what we have. We do have a bit of planks that go into that, as well as the other ones. So we're not required on logs in order to finish that necessarily, which is a good thing to have. But treated planks is going to cause this to shut down. So I'm actually going to pause that one for right now because we can't support everything. But let's go ahead and get a forester online while we're at it to help populate all of this. That's oh, can't put it there because I'm blocking. And then I also want a, not that, a tapper shack like that. We'll add this, and then we'll add some lumberjacks like that, because this should reach down here. Now the question is, once we, oh no, we've moved up a wee bit. See how I've blocked myself? Like this won't cover this area because I've blocked myself in. So what we're going to do is do this and rebuild you here. And then add this connection back in over here like so. So now this extends everywhere. But anyways, as we're getting into the final episode of Season 3, if you guys have liked this content, please make sure you guys like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate that. And then I'm also going to plant, I do want more pines. So we are going to plant a bunch of pines. Actually, we'll just do the pines in the back here because you should be able to grab that entire area. And then we're going to change these guys up here to oaks for cutting. So that's a lot of pine back there. And then I'm going to get some maples like that, as well as some oaks. Something like that. And then maybe we'll even go down here just to green this up a bit. But that will help significantly. Oh yes, I need to mark trees for cutting. I need to actually see what trees I have. Right, so from here. Those guys, and then what did I do over here? Right, this one. Like so. There we go. So now they're building that. That should be done if we have logs. which we are good. Oh, we have a nice little influx of logs there. That is helpful. Our dance, oh, that's right. We were building this area over here. This does require, that's where all our treated planks were going. So we have the dance hall as well as the mud pit that require that. We have our network over here. And because I have so many planks, what I'm going to do is actually do a little bit of work over here. So we're going to do you. And we got to do 2 of them there. And then I think I need 2 like that. So that gets that built. And then I need that. And this and that. And we'll go ahead and build that there. Power. And if you can't guess what I'm building another carousel. The other thing I kind of want, I think I have plenty of metal blocks. I think I do. We are going to go ahead and destroy this. And we're going to go ahead and add one of these just because we're going to get that pine resin online for ourselves over in this area. And that will help immensely with overall production. But since we have a huge power network, which I think is starting to wane, we're going to build some more power. We want to add more little goodies for all of our beavers. So just do this like that. Get the power hooked up like so. Like so. I do need pathing set up over here. How do I want to do this? We can do that. Stairs. That. And I do need to do a little cleanup. Pop that in there, and pop you up here, and pop you there. Okay, so now they'll be able to get up to there, build all that. That's good. Still working on you. Treated plank still going into that. Once the builders are done, I'm going to destroy these. Just to be better. I think if I look at this, how are we doing? I could add it. I'm going to add a detailer. Why not? And contemplation spots would be good. The grilled chestnuts are coming up. So let's go to detailer. Let's do this, this, this. We'll make you that one, you this one, and you that one. And the reason why we did that is so I can come over here to contemplation spots and do a little bit of that. And then let's also get some more wet fur going on, so some showers would be good. This is all things that they're just going to build over time. If I come over here, I do have at least a few more showers I could build fairly easily. Like so. These not having power is not the end of the world. We do have the logs in there though. So we could try to prioritize you to get power back online. Let's actually do that. Up here, so you should be producing cattail crackers, which we have. How many cattail crackers are in the storage unit? Quite a bit. Not gonna lie, you are cattail roots. Ooh, we actually got the power set up over there, so what we need to do is add the carousel here. And so that will be built. And this power obviously hooks up into the middle there. You can't do the corners, which is why we had to build 2 out. And I didn't want to do it this way, because we could have. Just because I want to leave this open in case of future me would have wanted to do things. But we're actually starting to plant stuff. The Tapper Shack is good. I have 21 beavers with jobs. You guys are almost done. The treated planks, working hard. Let's actually just up the priority on you. So gears in the world are not the greatest thing, and we're actually running out of planks. Who would have thought? And why are all you beavers stranded? Because you're fools. That's why. Okay, crazy beavers. So we'll just high prioritize that. And then I will higher prioritize that. I don't want them to do that again. Right, they can reach that, I was just wondering. Oh, they're putting all the planks in. Oh, that's where all my planks went. They went into power production. Who would have thought? Okay. Other thing that we need to take care of. These guys are almost up. Maple pastry. How much maple pastry do I have over here? We even produced. Didn't we turn maple pastries off for temp bread? Bread is pretty much maxed. Yeah, because you're cattail flour. So we'll do that. So we are good there now. Building lacks power just because you are not built. Once you're built, though, I just need gears, which should be coming online. What do I need? All right, treated planks are done. So I'm actually going to come here and pause all treated plank production. Reason is because treated planks use planks, which we want planks for a plethora of things right now. This does require, you know, a little bit of stuff, but we do have the metals available, so we don't necessarily need the scrap. And by turning this guy on, we would be able to handle that. I'm actually going to need storage for all this. So if I go to storage, large warehouse, I can put you in here, and you will be pine resin, wherever you are. There you are. It does require us to get all the way over here, though, for the planting. I don't know if I prioritize. How about pine? And then additionally, I'm going to want storage. Probably would want that. Can I blow these up? Landscaping. These are reachable? Seems that they are, so I'm gonna say yay. Alright. Triple speed. We do have a drought approaching. It's not the end of the world for us, but it is something we need to make sure we're kind of prepared with. I mean, we almost have 12,000, so I'm not too concerned about that. Go ahead and detonate you. And with this actually full, we have all this as well. So we could do a little bit of... make you guys maple. And do a little bit of planting, some more oaks. And a little bit more. There we go. So all that'll be tucked away as well. We'll get pine resin. I really don't want to use the logs. Logs should go into other things. How are we doing here? Those gears are almost done. At least the treated planks are done, which is solid. And you just need gears as well. So once we actually finish that, and that needs gears. So gears are our limited resource for the time being. which we have over 200 planks in existence, and this requires only less than 100 gears. So we should be able to finish that shortly. Now the drought is going to start tomorrow, so now that the beavers are going to bed, we will be pausing you, and then you and you. We'll have to see how well the system survives everything. Hopefully we are getting a little bit more contemplation spots. Or what fur bonuses? We're up to 51. 51 is quite high. I think we got up to like 60 something with our previous playthroughs. Let's see how long this drought is going to be on a new day. Drought has started. It is a 6-day drought. That is not the end of the world. It's still not great. Now for power, we should be fine to produce everything we need to throughout the night. Oh, I forgot. We need treated planks for all these things. So we actually do need to keep you guys, at least 2 of them running, I would want to say, in order to produce all that. Logs are doing okay. How long for these guys? That is quite some time. I'm contemplating actually destroying at least the maples over here to see if we can't get, because maples are 6. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's a lot of wood. And we basically have no wood in the world. I don't want to do the chestnuts just because they are a resource that we don't have available right now. Let's go ahead and do a little bit of that. It's not the end of the world. Up here, this is going to be a little bit more permanent for that. This wood will be good as well. This will take a lot longer to actually get online. Not the end of the world, and we did prioritize the pines, which is good because those grow quickly, and then we can start getting the resin in. But we do need the log influx, and that will help with overall production. But these gears, I'm out of gears. Oh no. All right, well, 1 day through the drought, and we don't have any gears. The system is draining. We have plenty of power though, which is a good thing. I'm happy about that. We could try to migrate. These are all dead oaks, but it would require me to build scaffolding to get over here, which I'm not opposed to. It's just that it's a very far, 90 already. We do have 41 beavers without job. 9 of them. Oh, because we have that turned off. Good point. But we only need 30 gears. We should be producing, 1 gear every 3 hours. So within a day, we should produce quite a bit because there's 2 of them there. There's a 3rd one down there. And then I believe their work gives them a little bit faster as well. And why do I just have random things that cannot be obtained? We could get them. What are they? 1 gear, log, scrap metal. Do I care? I don't think I care. There we go. We have all those resources. It's okay. Oh, we're almost down all the way to the bottom there. Oh, is our dirt full? Our dirt is full. That's why you're not digging anymore. Oh well. But we are working towards that, so you guys do have logs. Logs are coming up. That will help fuel things. To make things better, though, we're also going to start planning more long-termness. So we'll go ahead and do this. I'm actually wondering, where is it? Well-being. Not a dance hall since we do have one in here. This thing. Alright, I need to blow up some stuff. So landscaping. Get those guys in there. We'll also get some storage for a small tank there. And this is going to need to be extract. Just to help fuel that. We are doing good on extract. We're doing good on all that. Again, just need the gears for lots of things. Once all the gears are in here, which they are, gears should start to skyrocket a little bit. Planks are good enough for me. I think I just want to run with all these for right now. How are we doing on pine resin? 300, that's good. So now we just need to wait just a wee bit for these guys to finish. It takes a couple days, even with how well we are doing. Unfortunately. Luckily, though, we do have power and we do have other things available. How long for these? They're almost going to produce chestnuts. So then we will have glorious chestnut production. But that is a lot of logs that we're just getting in. You will do that as well. You guys have reached to there. I'm just going to go ahead and just fill this in. Why not? As much as I can. Oh, I guess that this one would actually block. Would any tree work there? How about a berry bush? Berry bush wood, dandelion wood, birch. I don't think any of the trees are short enough. That's crazy. Can you not reach? You can't reach that one? Okay. Oh. Easy cheesy. Oh, and we can't reach over here either. I thought we could. I was mistaken. That's fine. That's still a lot of trees we got kicking there. Alright. Well, we're in day 3 of the drought, not the end of the world. You guys are at 95%, and gears are finally starting to come up. So this does need to be high prioritized. We did do that, that's good. Let's go ahead and get the well-being. Get you set up here. You are lower priority, because that's 150 logs. That's a lot of logs. Now, we do have 6 times however many trees there are, you know, and there's at least 20 of them, I would want to say, easily. So that does cover the log cost of you, but we do want other things online first. Oh, we just need to whack that with a hammer, and then once we do that, we actually, all this is back online. Including, we'll start making our own treated planks. That will help. Oh, I still need gears. My bad. Thought we were good on that. Gears fluctuating heavily because we're using them. Treated planks, have we finished either of these? We have not. But production is going smoothly. I do want this to be done and then... Okay, it is done, which is good. It does require paper, which we have plenty of, and extract, which we also have plenty of, so that is good. I'm going to go ahead, as I said, destroy this. Reason being is, 1, it opens up some beavers here. This fills out completely, and we actually have 3 beavers without jobs, which I'm okay with. These guys just need gears. Perfect. Everything needs gears. Which is fine. But I'll have 12 jobs. Some intermingling job. I could probably destroy another I have so many of these things. And we're not really building much anymore. Like I said, it's probably the final episode of this particular season. So we can clean up a wee bit. But the haulers are important because the haulers are bringing all the resources in. So we will get, and we will launch this at night. I think that'll be cool to have that at night because it is the lanterns. Water is seemingly holding very well still in terms of keeping things alive. I am reaching limitations on stuff. So what we're going to do, add some more medium warehouses here, add some pathing here. I'm gonna make you, I think, these are potatoes. So let's make you more potato storage. Because I don't have that much, and then you are going to be more sunflowers. We could build a giant one if we wanted to, but yeah. Building lacks power because you guys need more gears, which are coming in. We have 2 gears in the world. Planks are fine. Treated planks coming up. You guys done yet? You guys are done. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to single speed. We're going to go ahead and hit launch. And we're going to go ahead and do this. So we can see the release of all the balloons. And we can see where we started, things drawing in the background. I love the beavers taking zip lines. Come over here. We can see Iron Bean functioning properly. And all the water spouts and everything else is going on. And I love this. Especially like when you zoom out like that. Okay, so this is what happens when you actually complete something. So days passed, 464, over 900 beavers were born. No tails have been painted because we didn't get to that. No bots manufactured, teeth broken. That's a lot of dynamite as well. But this also skyrockets, so we're up to 60 on the old happiness scale. And that does complete the actual map. So we unlock free mode. Now for season 4, I am thinking of going back to the Iron Teeth and picking one of the new maps that they just added. So if you're not aware, they had a map competition that just ended, and they added a few new maps to the game, and I would like to probably choose one of those, because it sounds like fun. But this is going to refill quite nicely, just because we have enough extract and we have enough paper. We just need to also make sure that we're producing. Because the paper is being eaten by not only this thing for the lanterns, but also is being eaten by books, because our printing press. But we do want to get these things online. How are you doing? You are almost done with needing on logs, and we still have more logs that we're cutting down. In fact, even that log's being cut down. How are we doing over here? Those have a ways to go. Those are working on it, and the tapper shaft can reach all of that for extracting goods. We have pine resin over here. And you just need 5 gears to get power back. And the treated planks should start to migrate over there with the 180 that we have. So overall, we're doing pretty good. And if you look here, grilled chestnuts are online, which is great. Maple pastries are a hit. Contemplation spots, we can add a few more of those. This is why I need the dance hall and the agora, I guess is how you would say it. Everything else is doing dandy, and the detailers are finally getting online. So with these guys, we're going to start to get that bonus going. I don't actually have a custom pattern of the Dr. Munchkin skin yet. I haven't had time to go in and mess with that because I don't know like the size of the image and whatnot. I haven't informed myself, let's say, of how that would go. Now, luckily, this drought wasn't too bad. Water's going to return. We can leave the pumps off for a little bit. Seems we've dropped down about 4,000. So if that was a 6-stage route, I think we can handle another... Well, we could handle 18 days, so nearly a 20-day drought. And we still actually have water in here that we could pump. But water's going to return, and we're going to wait a little bit just to turn the pumps back on. You can see everything is turning green. Everything is becoming beautiful. And that's actually almost done with the logs as well. So that will come online, give more happiness to all of our beavers. The dance hall. I don't know why we're not... I guess all the treated planks are going into the mud pit, which is okay. There they are, more treated planks. But once we get this built, with its 5 gears, then we would be good. The issue is I could produce my own gears if I actually have planks in here as well. So we could produce the gears that we needed, but we don't have any power. Power requires logs, which we're very low on logs in the entire system. One of the cruxes of the entire playthrough that we've had. Water is returning down here, which means I'm at least going to start pumping these guys over here. Water's already turned to this bit. But the iron bean I want to be cautious of, because if I start pumping I can drain this reservoir very quickly. We'll lose this bonus, which isn't fantastic. Lots of things will happen, but the water does take a little while to run up here. One thing that we're not going to have tested, at least unless we get lucky and get a bad tide, is a bad tide to make sure that this whole diverter system works. We already know it works down here to not get bad water into this network, but it would just not get bad water into this network. It wouldn't overflow. And seemingly it already would work, because if I turn all 4 of these on, water doesn't go up here. It doesn't have enough oomph. But we already have enough for another evening, which is absolutely crazy. We're up to 62 already. Oh, it's because, well, that's online, so we're gonna get more beavers there. And then once these are online, we're gonna get more beavers there. So we are getting more enlightenment for everyone. The carousel, once we get this online, which we're getting gears, and you're now running, which means you're running to actually make myself gears. So now I can start producing my own stuff, as well as my own treated planks, with the limited pine resin that I have. But things should start to escalate. Wood is roughly holding. I wouldn't say it's fantastic. We are still getting a wood influx, as you see here. Maple still coming in. Bread is going down. We could fix that. Maple pastries are always a burden. We do have maple over here though, and if I look at the global supply of things, we do have plenty of wheat flour. So what we could do, since we have some over here, could go ahead and build a little bit of pathing like that. Go to food, and I think it's 3 long, which is why I built what I built, and it is. And then we can just make you maple pastries as well. They just instantly built a lot of that. And you guys are good for quite some time. I am watching the extract, because we don't want to keep using it, per se. Just because this requires 500 of it. Paper's okay with. I'm okay with paper, because paper's not really a big commodity, but extract, it fuels some of our stuff. We'll do a big launch of this before we end it, so we'll have launched it twice. But things are coming up. We're up to 62. Oh, the carousel's online finally as well, so we're getting some more happiness in there. We're up to 63. I think 64 was our previous record. You'll have to check. Detailer is starting to help. Earthwork cultivator got tons of beavers. Farmer monument. Scarecrow don't care about. Contemplation spots. We can add a few more into here. At least we can try to. Like add one there. We can add one here. Yeah, we can add one there, and you know we can actually add a decoration for a lantern in here as well. I already have one across the street, so let's get something else. I don't want beaver, they're very expensive with the 50 logs. I do not have 50 logs. This I could do, bulletin board. How about that? For the work, savvy. We just need gears once again. We do have gears though. Gears are in the system. We do have water returning here, so we will turn these back on. So water is fine. If I come over here, I do have a beaver not working, which is fantastic. That's actually what I want. You kind of want to be on the cusp of beavers working, not working, and we almost have our dance hall available. And once that's done, we will be solid. These trees they got a little ways to go, but how about these pines? They're almost starting to get ready. And because we have all of that, I am actually going to destroy those guys. And I probably need to start making some more bread. So if I look here, bread is getting a little low. The cattail crackers are fine, so we're going to go to bread for now. We could actually even build, you can build scaffolding over things. So for instance, if I go over here and I go to a 2, we could do that, storage. Like that, and then we could do cattail crackers. They're there. Don't really need much pine resin anymore, especially with the new forest coming in line over here. This will help to support that as well. I mean, this is nice to have, but this is also a nice little influx of wood. In fact, this is a big influx of wood. The fact that we have all these maples that are worth 6. We do have little patches of forest over everywhere though, but this season has been kind of rough. We started out, we in this little area over here, we kind of built a mini industrial area. We had a bit of a food crisis. We had multiple water crises. We finally kind of got those resolved. We expanded up here. We got a whole power network set up. We built our first ever mega structure. Never built one before in the previous seasons. And I also played around with overhangs, which I hadn't really done before either. And the impermeable floors, which it has worked wonders for setting up the iron beam and getting everything online. Quite an investment, mind you, but something that's seemingly worth it. I would recommend it to anyone who plays this to also really do the windmills. You just need to build a lot of them. And these gravity batteries are fantastic. So you can see here we're producing more than what we need. And so these do recharge, and I do believe we built enough of them. This is slow wind, now this is higher wind. This should come back online. Something that should occur though is like this, no one's really using at night, They shouldn't be. They should be sleeping. And we got up to 65. I think that's a new record. But yes, I believe they should like turn off because that's just like 400 horsepower not being used. These guys are recharging. They should get up to max once again. I mean, it's a little bit, we're only 1,000 over, but as this maintains through the night, we will have even more oomph for the network to be able to charge all those up. We found a secret watering hole over here, or rather, it was green. We suspected a watering hole, so we dug down, it exploded, and we were able to fill this up. So it is a nice water reservoir if we want it. And sunflowers we're not picking them, so I'll just add a little bit over here. Like this, and just make you sunflowers. So maybe they start picking that. This does take a lot of resources, mind you. The plank's not an issue. The logs are the issue. Also, how are my little projects over here going? They actually built them. Would you look at that? I don't know why I built a 7 maple thing, but I did. Pine resin will come in as well. 18 beavers. Yeah, it seems that we finished the dance hall. Would you look at that? We even have beavers dancing on cue almost. Alrighty. But like I said, next season is going to be the Iron Teeth, new map. I'm still going to play in normal mode. I think after we finish that, we will attempt a hard mode run. But I kind of like the Iron Teeth a little bit better. The zip lines here, which you can see, we have really kind of mapped out, right? Like boom, boom, they're kind of going all over the place. Here's the other district. It kind of goes all over the place to transport beavers. It's a fantastic thing. The thing that's limiting, though, is if I just click on one of them, it only has 2 connections. That's what I don't like. The tube way for the Iron Teeth, you could have, what, a T-junction? We could actually have 6 you can go all 6 directions, I'm pretty sure, if you connected it up like that. And so it's a lot more versatile to like add a path over here and then just split it. And so I could have really streamlined going, oh, you can just come over here. And then, oh, I can come over here and over here. You can move around a lot easier. The zip lines are nice, especially getting up higher areas, but still something that I would say needs to be expanded on. I almost wish a hub had access to, say, 4 connections. And you could leave the pylons, these guys, as 2. I don't mind these being 2. That's actually, okay with me. But the station, it's like, really? You're basically a pylon? I would say it needs to be more than that. Maybe if you actually built 2 of these kind of facing each other, it could work. It's kind of like a massive hub, but I do not know. It is something that, don't know about. But yeah, we have been very successful after all our tried tribulations. And we got the dirt excavator early, but our beavers are very, very happy. We did get over 65. If I look here, we are starting to get more contemplation spots. The farmer monument, the detailers coming online. It's not a big portion, but it is something. Wet fur, we try to get a little bit better as well with all the showers and things. Food has not been an issue. Maple pastries are an issue though. We should be producing more of them, but we need logs. The bane of our existence. We should have logs coming. Like these guys will be ready. This is a huge, massive thing. So once that comes online, we should have. Oh, we're up to 66. It's beautiful. Well, you know what we're gonna do? We'll go ahead and end it there. It's a little bit shorter of an episode, I know, but we've done quite a lot, and we were able to finish the Wonder this episode and launch it not once, but we're actually going to launch it at the end of this video. But This has been a really, really fun one. I like the verticality of it. I really like just the fact that we built a mega structure. And the zip lines are fun. We have all the happiness going on. We could increase more. I could build an entire bot district if I wanted to. We have the resources, we have the stability to do so, but I kind of like the purity of just the beavers doing their work. But yeah, let's go ahead and launch this guy as a good old farewell to the season. And then we will go ahead and close it out there. So we'll just go here. We'll look at the where we started. Single speed. Loving every minute of it. And we can come and look over here. And that's where we ended up. And I can't really look over everything. I wish I could zoom out more. But I can't. But that is going to do it for Season 3. I hope you guys enjoyed Season 3. I know I did. It's frustrating at times, but also a lot of fun. But I will catch you next time at Season 4. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic day. But Dr. Munchkin, signing out.